from the bottom. Ain't no problems, we gon' make a way. Got no coach on the field, but we making plays. Hey, look, don't worry, we gon' be okay. Hey, look, why? Cause we gon' make them pay. We from
Next game we got on the docket, man. Excuse me. We got the New Orleans Saints misplaced. Coming off their magnificent win against the Packers. They're going on the road to take on the Carolina Panthers. That line opened up with the Panthers plus 3.5. The total is at 44.5. A couple actual factors about the Saints. They're 4-1 ATS in their last 5 games. 13-3 straight up in their last 16. 2-5 ATS in their last 7 games against Carolina. 13-2 straight up in their last 15 games on the road. 4-1 straight up in their last 5 games on the road against Carolina. The total has gone under in 5 of New Orleans' last 5 games against an NFC conference opponent. Under in 8 of the last 10 games. Under in 5 of the last 5 against an NFC South Division opponent. And under in 8 of the last 10 games against an NFC opponent. And under in 4 of their last 5 games, generally speaking. Carolina, straight up. 5-2 ATS in their last 7. 3-9 straight up in their last 11 games. 3-10 straight up in their last 13 games at home. 1-4 straight up in their last 5 games at home when playing the Saints. 2-6 ATS in their last 8 games against an opponent from the NFC South Division. 4-2 ATS in their last 6 games played in the month of September. The total has gone under in 4 of their last 6 games played on a Sunday. Under in 4 of the last 5 games played against an NFC conference opponent, but over in 4 of the last 5 against New Orleans. Under in 4 of their last 5 games, straight up. LJ, to start with you this time, my good man. New Orleans and Mr. I like to call him King Crab. I've been calling him King Crab since he had the crab leg incident in Florida State. Mr. King Crab Winston taking on Darnold and the Panthers. What do you got for me, LJ?
This is an interesting game right here, a division game. Jameis Winston has seen Carolina a lot because he played at Tampa, so it's not like he's seeing anything different. Saints came off a good win, like you said, but I just think the Packers' mind went in that game, bro. I don't look at that like, the Saints just completely, came in there and just dominated to me. I don't know. I may be looking at something different. I just didn't see the vibe that Green Bay wanted to even compete in that game. But the Saints defense still looked good, even though they took a hit. Marshawn Lattimore and Davenport are going to be out for this game, so that's a little bit of hit to their secondary. But they still got a great, excellent rush defense. You cannot run on the Saints. And I think that's what Carolina's going to try to do with McCaffrey, make him like a hybrid, because that's pretty much their best weapon.
Hey, are they out because of COVID?
No, Lattimore hurt.
Lattimore got hurt.
Yeah, he got hurt.
Okay.
My bad. I didn't read the injury report over there.
I don't know about Davenport, though. I don't know. I just saw it earlier that.
Because I know the Saints got like 9 people out with COVID. That's why I was asking. I don't know who. I'm trying to figure out who.
I'm finna read the injury report right now. My bad. I haven't been reading it. Tripping on it. All right. So we got Roby. He's still on a suspension. Alexander.
I think he's coming back, though. He coming back. They got Roby for this game. Yeah.
Oh, no. My bad. It says suspension served.
Yeah. He was suspended.
So Roby is back. Alexander, linebacker, elbow, probable. Poole, probable. Oh no, Poole is IR. Williams, the cornerback, is questionable, back injury. IR. Lattimore out indefinitely. Capastagon, the DN. Questionable calf. Damn, they got a lot of people out. Man.
But who has COVID though? Who's out because of COVID?
We're gonna assume Clapp because it says undisclosed. Greenwich, the tackle, undisclosed.
Okay.
And yeah, because they're all on offense too, so that might make sense too. And Sooner,
okay.
I mean, and Werner, the linebacker. No. He's on IR. Yeah, so I'm going to assume Greenwich, the tackle, and Clapp and Sooner. Because theirs all say undisclosed. So I'm going to assume that means COVID.
Well, all that said, I'm going to take Carolina plus the 3.5 because...
And cornerback pool undisclosed. So I'm going to assume undisclosed for COVID.
Okay. Well, I'm going to take Carolina plus the 3.5. This is their second home game in a row. So I think that's a little bit of an advantage. They didn't have to go nowhere. Even though the Saints have won 4 straight against Carolina, that was all Drew Brees. That was not Jameis Winston. So that's my theory on this game. And I'm going to ride with Carolina. In a close one, though. But I'm going to take the points. I'm not going to take the win because I think the Saints could probably kick a field goal at the end of the game and win it. But Panthers will cover that 3.5.
Okay. Mikey. Hova. Reaper.
I'm going with the Saints. And it's not really too much. I'm not gonna go into too much details, but the D line, the front seven, is what it is. You know, they got some injuries in the secondary. Roby's gonna be back. I mean, all they pretty much gonna have to do is try to lock up Anderson and keep an eye out on McCaffrey. I think that's something they're capable of doing. I think Sean Payton gonna have those guys ready to play, and I think Jameis Winston's gonna have a good game. And I don't trust Sam Darnold against the Saints defense. So I'm taking the Saints minus 3.5.
I am right there with you, my good brother. I do agree with LJ. The Packers were not focused on that game. But that just means the score wouldn't have been that bad. It don't mean that they would have lost. You can't tell me even after, and I don't know how people look at this. All right, the Saints go up 10 or 14. Did they not try to start stopping them then? Or did they just lay down? And at some point, they tried to turn it on. They tried to get focused and lock in. And the Saints was like, no, too late. You know what I'm saying? So maybe they didn't fight the whole game. But after that first touchdown, that defense tried to stop the Saints after that. And after Aaron threw that pick, or after the defense got the first 3 and out, Aaron tried to galvanize the team, and they tried to go score. Now, maybe after he threw that last pick, kind of that looked like the punt on third down, he might have gave up then. But the 2-3 drives before that, he was trying, and that offense was trying. And that Saints defense, man, was good. And I agree with you. I do not trust Sam Darnold. He barely beat the Jets. And I know Matt Rule got to be like, damn, we let Teddy go. That was stupid to me to let Teddy go for Sam Darnold, because, like, let's just say he's better. How much better is he? Like, I don't think he's better. I don't think he's better neither, personally. I don't think he's better. I get Teddy not gonna push the ball downfield, but, like, he's not gonna turn that hoe over. And he a little. I mean, I think he's smarter. I think he makes better decisions. Maybe I don't know. From what I've seen so far, I know Darnold's with the Jets, but even like, bro, you just gotta beat the Jets, and that's supposed to be the team that like traded you. You supposed to go in there like, come on, guys, this one for me. We can like put it on these Jets, blah blah blah, da 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 da. You know what I'm saying? Like, bro, you don't even cover.
Yeah, they almost lost that game too.
Y'all almost lost. So I'm definitely not a believer in Sam Darnold. I like McCaffrey, but I like the Saints. I don't think they're gonna have enough to get it done. I think once you stop McCaffrey, I think, man, the Saints was all over Aaron Rodgers, and I think that defense is for real. And Jameis didn't look bad. Like, if Sean Payton gonna have Jameis protecting the ball like that, Jameis' issue was never that he couldn't play quarterback. His only issue was that he turned the ball over. Like, he threw 30 touchdowns in the season. Like, he was the #1 draft pick. He won the Heisman. Like, he can play quarterback. His problem was his decision making at times. It wasn't always the most sound. So, like,
right. And Peyton if you saw when they signed Winston, I knew it was going to be a good situation for him just because sitting behind a guy like Breeze and learning, and also with a guy like Sean Payton. So you could tell in that first game that this is kind of going to be the resurrection of his career. Sean Payton was putting him in position to be successful. They wasn't really getting behind the chains. He wasn't calling plays that would force Winston to have to try to fit the ball in the tight windows. They were actually doing a good job of running the ball. That's what actually opened the pass up. Like they were really, really running the ball, and I look for them to repeat that and have that same success on the ground against the Panthers.
I agree. They barely got past the Jets, and the Jets ain't the damn Saints. So,
check it out. Look, we from the bottom, ain't no problems, we gon' make a way. Got no coach on the field, but we making plays. Hey, look, don't worry, we gon' be okay. Hey, look, why? Cause we gon' make them pay. We from